Today's episode of The Sit Down with Scott Dion Brown is brought to you by Jeanette McKenzie, Realtor at Forest Hill Signature, Jewelry Forever at jewelryforever.ca, and Beautified by Romina. Enjoy the show.
Broadcasting live from Glenmore Record Studios in Toronto, this is The Sit Down with Scott Dion Brown, your Sunday morning talk show with interesting guests, live musical performances, and the most fun you can fit in your coffee cup. Hosted by Scott Dion Brown and Regine Alaina, this is The Sit Down with Scott Dion Brown.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Don't you think, Regine?
You should really warm up your vocals before you...
That's what I was doing. That's what that is.
Yes, it is
That's
starting to look and feel a lot like Christmas. I mean, it's snowing outside finally.
Yeah, everybody in the city of Toronto, take some extra time, plan. It's a little slippery out there.
Just a little.
I actually like driving in snow.
Are you one of those donut people? Like you make donuts while you drive?
Not on purpose. No, you know what I find when you're driving around is I like the cars on the road make it harder. But when it's really snowy,
so it's other cars. It's not you that makes.
It's never me, Regine.
Okay.
It's never me. But no, when I'm driving around on the streets and it's not not that many cars, but there's tons of snow. It's almost like driving a boat.
So like this area, right?
Yeah, you're kind of like, and then when you take a turn, like you can't take the turns like a normal turn. You almost have to slide around the corners. I love doing that. And sometimes, if you like kick the parking brake in, you can like drift.
Stay away from Scott.
I don't do that if there's other cars around, but if it's like you know, it's pretty cool though.
Oh, Taylor's in the chat.
Oh, good morning, my brother Taylor in the chat. Hello,
Hey,
good morning.
Taylor.
Good morning. Taylor, it's everyone else. They're the problem. Exactly. See? It's not me.
You can tell your brothers.
I'm the best driver on the road. Hi, everybody, and welcome to episode 205. 205 episodes, Regine.
Are you going to do this every episode?
207. Welcome to episode 205 of The Sit Down with Scott Dion Brown. I am your host, the one, the only, Scott Dion Brown. Hello. Hello, 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 hello. And I'm joined by the greatest co-host in all of the galaxy, the one, the only.
Regine Alaina. Happy Sunday, everyone. Stay safe outside. It's not the best place to drive, but the best place to play outside if you like playing in the snow.
Go outside, build yourself a snowman or snow woman.
Do you want to build a snowman?
I was thinking that. I was just thinking that, actually. Go outside, build yourself one. Have a snowball fight. Although,
create yourself an Olaf.
I think this snow, the snow that's on the ground right now is not really packing snow, I don't think.
Depends on where you are in the GTA.
Yeah. But usually the fresh snow, the powdery snow it doesn't really pack very well. It's usually like maybe tomorrow it'll pack down.
Maybe we should ask our guests because I feel like they spent the most time outside today.
Yeah, but she didn't.
She was outside.
That's true. Okay, I was gonna say like they didn't dog sled here or something.
Maybe you don't know that.
That's true. We should find out. All right, everybody. Our guest today, she's been on the show before. Singer, singer songwriter, I guess.
Dancer,
actor, and beauty queen. Disney fanatic. She's been on the show before. Past guest, guest of a podcast. She's a person.
Oh my God.
I'm just trying to list out many things as possible. Everybody, please give a warm sit down welcome to Jaylen Bradley. Hello.
Hello. I'm so honored to be here. 105. That's crazy.
205.
Oh my gosh. 205. That's even crazier. Wow. Okay. Well, Merry Christmas. There is snow. I didn't sled here. I didn't drive.
Okay, so at least we found that out. Okay, yes. But it was a long drive, right?
It was a long drive. There was a couple accidents on the highway, actually. So, Regina, you're right. Totally be careful. I don't know if I trust your driving after hearing all that, but you know.
I will look, guys. It's actually like drifting around a corner takes skill.
Okay.
It's a skill maneuver.
Is it?
But yeah, you won't find me doing that like this morning on the way here, there were quite a few cars on the road. I don't try my drifting
You
skills.
could have done that
down.
on my street, actually.
I might have. Yes, exactly. So how are you?
I've been great. I mean, things have definitely been way different since I was here last, going through high school, finishing off. This is my grade 13 year, so I've just kind of done an extra year, give myself some time to work on the acting, singing, dancing.
Cool.
Life's different, but I like the change. It's good. It's good growing up, you know?
That's awesome. So do you enjoy, I guess, so you're doing what do they call it, a lap year?
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
what is it like, I guess, doing so many years, graduating in the pandemic virtually versus going back? Did you graduate virtually?
I didn't graduate virtually because last year we did end up having that graduation in person.
Oh, nice.
But I had my grade 10 year and my grade 11 year both online, which is kind of weird, I guess. You mean you have those like middle years, the like bulk of it just gone. So
Yeah.
honestly, going back in grade 12 last year was just really strange. It was like, okay, I haven't been here since I was in grade 9 and now I'm graduating. So that was definitely strange, but I mean, it all ended up working out. Maybe that's also part of the reason I decided to come back for the victory lap, because I just felt like I missed out on a lot.
Online school looks like it's awful. I don't like. I've had to go back and teach because I go back to my old high school as a guest artist sometimes to teach drama and stuff, and it doesn't look. For starters, anything arts related. Like I can't do drama on
Terrible.
distance.
It's
but-
terrible.
Like, how do you do dance virtually?
Online, well, my mom owns a dance studio,
Yeah.
as most people know, and it was difficult. Like trying to do the arts online specifically, it's such a involved thing, and like the craft of it is like very hands-on. So doing it online, I feel like there was kind of that like little disconnect, but everybody just tries their best. I mean, it's what I love to do, so you make it work. You go do your online classes for school as well, but acting classes and dance classes and even vocal classes. Honestly, it was the vocal lessons that were the hardest, just because, you know, feedback, like the timing of everything. But I try my best, and then it like almost made it even more rewarding getting that back. It just makes you realize when you like things you love get taken away. It's just like, wow, that was important.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, online is not ideal, but it's better than nothing.
I actually thought you would say singing would have been easier than dance virtually, because I feel like dance, it's literally if you miss a beat, you miss
Yeah.
a beat, but then at least with singing.
Well, you know what I found? So, I was just back, helping direct some scenes for some drama students, and I said to the teacher afterwards, I'm like, how come they're all so quiet? Like, they're not projecting but they're not projecting their voices, right?
Yeah.
And like, I was a drama kid. Like, the drama kids are normally loud, right? Like, it's not usually an issue to get drama kids to project. But the teacher was like, well, remember, like, they've missed out on 2 years of like performance, right? And like, the way you learn how to project your voice and stuff is by being on a stage and like, okay, you need to throw your voice over here. But if everything you've been doing has been to a webcam for 2 years,
True.
and you're talking basically into a microphone,
Did you
sad.
find that too?
Yeah, that was really weird. It was just like almost when I came back, I couldn't make eye contact with anybody. It was really strange. Just,
no.
I felt like so disconnected, especially because I feel like those high school years are definitely those years where you're just figuring everything out, meeting people, experiencing new things. And for a while, that just, I don't know, wasn't there. But everything, honestly, now I can confidently say completely feels back to normal. There's not one thing that I'm like, oh, okay, well, we're still stuck in this COVID. Like, nothing. And it's honestly so nice to be able to say that, because although last year, like, I did get to graduate without having any complications with COVID, like in the middle of the year, the start of the year was still there. The victory lap year this year, everything's all good.
Everything feels normal.
It feels good to like be back to normal for sure.
yeah.
But I feel like this year, my husband's a teacher in high school. I feel like everyone is sick in school. Is that how it is at your school too? Like, all the teachers, all the students are just sick.
I mean, I have my own theories. It's kind of weird. I just think, like, you know, you have everybody like staying home. Nobody's out like conversing out in public, out and about doing whatever. Just like having everybody back all together with so many people in one place. Like, you're so right. Everybody right now. I swear everybody's sick. I'm lucky, but I also know, like, just gotta protect my, you know,
Yourself.
gotta
Yeah.
sing, whatever. But yeah, totally. I definitely agree. I don't know if it was like that before. Like, I don't remember it being
Right? I'm like,
Like
did I
this.
get this sick before the pandemic?
Well, I mean, it was pretty normal, remember, in like wintry times that like
Fair.
somebody would have a cold, right? And there's always like something going around.
Yeah.
One thing that's definitely different, although I think there is something to what you're saying, and that everybody was so separated for this long time, and then you just put everybody together again, you almost feel like I don't know if everything went into like overdrive or something. But also I seem to remember like, I remember one year, in fact in high school, I was going to be in the school play. And then one night I got home and I just started throwing up. And like, I thought I got food poisoning. And I remember I went to school the next day because I was in the play and I was like, oh, miss, I really don't feel good, but I know that the play's happening. And I was worried that I got food poisoning because we had donuts yesterday and maybe other kids will have
it's the donuts.
Yeah. But she was like, no, Scott, I don't think it's food poisoning because like, you're the only one who's gotten sick from this. But then I was like, oh, so then I must have caught something else. And then like they were worried that I was going to give it to somebody else. So like, but nobody was that concerned. Like there was stuff that just went around. It was normal. Everybody has a cold or somebody caught something.
Yeah.
So I think one thing that's definitely changed though is like when something happens, everybody notices it a lot more.
Yeah, for sure. The way people handle it now is like, whoa.
Yeah.
Like even still, like somebody's like sneezing or coughing a lot, you're like,
"Ugh."
ugh. Yeah, or like you're like, okay, so you're gonna put on a mask, right?
Yeah.
That's the only thing. But honestly, I feel like that maybe it's not a terrible thing. Like everybody just is more precautious now. Like if
Right.
somebody's sick, like even at the dance studio, if somebody's sick, they'll be wearing a mask, which totally should have been the way it was before this.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Yeah.
in the hospitals, like I'm pretty sure in every single hospital, it's still mandatory to wear a mask in a hospital. But why wasn't that a thing
Yeah.
always?
Exactly.
So I feel like certain things, like I guess we're just taking more precautions. Maybe it's a good thing.
I think so.
Yeah. Well, I know like in certain Asian countries, that is the norm. Where like if you were wearing a mask, it was because you're kind of feeling a little sick. You know, okay, you're not deadly.
But
but
also in Asia, people wear masks because the air is polluted in some parts, so they actually keep masks on.
well, I mean, I hope we don't have to get to that point. But
I think we're good.
yeah.
Well, during the pandemic or beginning of the reopening of the world, you were part of You were part of VCR, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's VRC.
Oh yeah, the concert, virtual
VRC.
concert. Wasn't it virtual concert
Was it
reality?
VRC?
No,
VCR is
VCR.
that thing.
No, well, it's both. I think
Yeah,
I think it was
it is
virtual
both.
concert reality. Yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
Okay.
VCR. Yeah, that was like a really, really, really cool thing to be a part of. Just like a bunch of kids who are like super uber talented. All these kids who I've kind of known around, like you meet people in the business, whatever. And we all just like kind of had that common goal, wanted to like, I don't know, make a concert that was still accessible for anybody everywhere around the world. And it was like a really big project that we were all working on. And Jamie Hodgins, the producer, he's amazing. And what he put together is really, really, really spectacular. Probably one of like my favorite projects I've ever done. It's posted on my YouTube channel. And
Nice.
I think it was definitely a huge success. I mean, now, I feel like he wanted to move that to like in-person performances. I'm not quite sure where he's at with that.
Maybe
but
like
VCR
a hybrid.
Yeah, exactly, a hybrid. But yeah, it was a really, really great experience. Super cool.
And I guess
High tech.
And when you,
Yeah.
that's right. I remember that. It looked very futuristic. But when you shot that, I can't remember there. I guess there couldn't be an audience, or there wasn't an audience, or was there an audience?
Yeah, there was no audience. It was just like you had the huge backdrop, like not a stage, but like it was this space, and everything was all lit up, and like, oh my god, it was beautiful. And then you literally have like multiple camera guys in front of you, just like capturing every moment. And that was the only thing that's like difficult about that. I mean, you really are performing to like nobody in the moment, but I feel like like if you're passionate about something, it can be seen. So
Yeah.
there was no like live audience. It was literally just like the whole virtual thing. It was cool.
That's awesome. So you talked about the background. Is that what inspired your new music video?
My new music video was kind of pretty open concept. I love Jamie, and I totally trust him and his vision. And I told him, like I wanted something super pretty, super like open. The song is about heartbreak, and I feel like that could be like interpreted multiple different ways. So when Jamie and I did talk about it, just like, really open concept.
Oh, he
something
produced your music video.
Yes, he did.
Oh.
And he did a really good job. It was super, super pretty. I love it. Yeah, there was never like a set, okay, this is what it's going to be. I just open concept, really pretty, something interesting, something people could like take away different things from it. I think if you have watched the music video, or you do watch the music video, I feel like you know what I'm talking about.
Well, I mean, I think maybe we need to watch it. We have it all queued up, actually.
Oh,
We've got it
wow.
ready to go.
Amazing.
You like
So-
that segue? That was really smooth.
Yeah, good job.
That was
Good job.
awesome.
Yeah, the song. Do you anything else you want to say? So the song is called Games.
Yeah, the song is called Games, and it's about, a relationship with somebody who you want it to work. You always want it to work if you care about somebody, but I feel like a huge part of life is just understanding that some people aren't meant to stay or last, and I feel like the end of the song is like kind of accepting that and like learning from it. And I feel like that's the biggest takeaway from the song. In the end, you're going to be perfectly fine. Everything's going to be all good. Yeah.
I like that. All right. Well, let's give it a listen and a watch, actually. Oh.
Oh.
Hey, thank you for subscribing.
Just a kid.
Just a kid. You're just a kid and you just subscribed. Thank you very much. Really appreciate it. And now please, oh, that's weird. It rang, but I didn't see what it was. But thank you for subscribing. Appreciate you. Okay, let's watch
The sit-down premiere.
sit down premiere of this incredible brand new music video. Where is it? I had it queued up. Do you see it, Regine? Looking for it. Where is it?
No.
It should say video here somewhere.
Keep going. Keep
Where is
going.
it? Why would I have put it all the way down here? This is riveting
Well,
things for
as he
people to be
finds
watching.
it.
No, I just had it here. I literally oh, there it is. There it is. All right, people, please enjoy Games by Jaylen Bradley.
A million pieces, lucky me then. I'll tell you what I've been through. Tell me what's your move. That point in time when it felt so right and I was addicted to the old you. Hate the guy that came through. Headache, you know I hate when you go ahead and take it back. Go against what you said. I wanna stay, but I don't wanna play your twisted games. Oh, in my head, crazy what you did. You played a good game. You played a good game. It feels so different now that you shut me out. Stuck with nothing that I can do in a game made for two. I think it's funny how it was always up and then down, and I know it's too new. Can't trust, I won't lose. Headache, you know I hate when you go ahead and take it back. Go against what you said. I wanna stay, but I don't wanna play your twisted games. Oh, in my head, crazy what you did. You played a good game. You played a good game. Fool me twice, think I would've known. Roll the dice, now I'm on my own. Stupid games got me all alone, all alone. Think about it, never been so low. Day and night, yeah, that's all I know. Stupid games got me all alone, all alone. Baby, I wanna stay, but I don't wanna play your twisted games. Oh, in my head, crazy what you did. You played a good game. You played a good game.
And that was the
Games.
I was going to say like the sit down premiere
Oh, you
of
took too long.
games. Sit down premiere of game. Well, because I wasn't sure what I wanted to say about it. But by Jaylen Bradley, very cool video.
Thank you. Yep, that's it. I'm super proud of it. I think it turned out great. And it's exactly what I wanted, so
And you filmed it in the mountains, I can see.
definitely filmed it in the mountains. Might
Wow.
have been a screen, but that's okay. No, it was really cool. It was really, really cool. Just even being in there, like that location with the screens was just so cool. And like the lighting, everything. And when I say big screens,
Well, it looks
Friggin'
it,
huge.
it looks huge, like as
Oh,
tall as a
yeah.
house or something.
it's not a house. It's like
I mean, the
Like
height
a
of it.
warehouse.
oh yeah, it's so tall like that. No, it was really, really cool. It's fun.
Awesome. So tell us a bit more about the. Well, I guess we'll talk about the song a little bit more first. So you said it's a breakup song.
Yeah.
Who broke your heart?
Oh, a boy broke my heart.
How rude.
No, honestly, like the song originally was based off of like, a real event, and I feel like the way I like construct my music is like I start with a storyline and like try to break that into, the two verses or the three verses, I guess you could say, like beginning, middle, end. So like if you pay attention to like the lyrics and like you kind of see like the journey that I really did go through, because it's a story based off of this event that like I learned a lot from. And I feel like that's something everybody, obviously, I feel like most people can relate to, same type of feelings. Everybody's got to get their heart broken to learn from it. So in the end, though, at the song, like you just accept it how it is, and you gotta move on. You gotta,
Who hurt you?
That's
It
right.
was a high school boy, guys. Oh, it's not good.
That's how it goes.
Oh yeah, high school breakup, first love, terrible.
Oh no. Well, you know what? You got this amazing hit out of it, so
Yeah, well,
that's all that matters.
Isn't that,
That's all that matters.
like, isn't that what they say? Like Taylor Swift, every time.
Yeah.
She's able to get all these awesome songs out of her experience.
That will be me. I'm definitely not gonna write every time. No, but that definitely like leads me into my next point with my new music coming. Like expect something completely different. It's gonna be so fun. Even like the genre too. I've recently been super into like pop R&B and
Ooh.
kind of a little bit of like soul. When I guess in the past I could say like I was more pop focused. If you listen to Last Summer or Games, I like recently within the past 6 months I've like fallen in love with R&B. I love it. Like
Nice.
inspiration like SZA, Summer Walker, like everything, Dion. Oh my gosh, it's so good. And I feel like now, like coming from my last two songs, both about a guy, both about like, remembering this or going through that, like my new music kind of I feel like lighter take, just like groovy, just easy to listen to, throw it on in the car. Like that's kind of the style I'm going for now. And with that being said, like I have a bunch of songs kind of on the go already. So hopefully
Exciting.
it's
Nice.
not going to be too far out from now. I'm hoping before like the end of winter, going into spring, like
Cool.
new seasons coming, and then hopefully that EP will be done. So going to be working away at that for a while.
Nice.
Exciting.
Lots coming down the pipeline, everybody.
Definitely.
So keep your eyes and ears open. I guess we should quickly then tell people where should they follow you when they if they want to find where it is.
So my Spotify, just search up my name, Jaylen Bradley. All my music will come up on Spotify. My Instagram is Jaylen Bradley Official, and you can find me on Instagram. All my stuff is on there. It's basically my online resume, which is super cool. You see me dancing, acting, singing. Every little thing that I do is just put on there. And then I do have Facebook. It's Jaylen Bradley with 2 Y's. And
Oh.
I think that covers everything. YouTube, same thing. My name, Jaylen Bradley. I'll come up.
Cool.
And yeah, I think that covers it all.
Nice. Also, links are in the description for Instagram right now, and a link directly to the games video. So make sure you watch that, like, subscribe it. Luca Iannicelli says, "Amazing, Jaylen."
Thank you.
Go.
Thank you.
And also hello, Junior Williams, Thomas. You're all up in the chat. Hello. Thomas says, "What up? I'm at a hotel out of New York. It's awesome. Cool."
That is cool. Oh, to be in New York right now.
Well, speaking of, I guess, the States, so you and your family travel a lot to one of my favorite places. You guys go to Disney very often.
Yep.
What was it like going to Disney after pandemic?
Right. Oh, honestly, you know what? Like, I thought things would be different, but I recently went, and it was after the pandemic. And for the most part, I mean, you always have those people who are like extra cautious, and you can tell like they're like keeping their space or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't think much has like really changed. When you go back, it's really like, okay, we're back to life here, and it was so fun. Like going back to Disney the first time after the pandemic, Disney is like super like theatrical and in your face and like magical, and it brings back so much of I say childhood, I'm only 18, but you know what I mean. But like it's just like been my whole childhood, my whole life, and I'm so lucky to have be able to go that like I've gone so many times, and going back after not being there for a while was so fun. It was so much fun. I loved it.
You went to Hawaii, right?
Yes, we
How
went
was
to
that?
that trip. That was the most recent trip we went on. That was a vacation where we were in Hollywood for the first little while, and then we were in Hawaii for a week, and we stayed at Disney's Aulani. That was the second time I've been there. It was beautiful. And when I tell you like I love vacationing, it's like I love it. But Hawaii is like a whole nother story. You step off the plane and like the air even smells different. You're looking out, it's like a postcard. It's gorgeous. And out of every place I've been, that has got to be my favorite. If anybody can go anywhere in the world, I think Hawaii is the place to go.
Yeah, Hawaii. I went to Hawaii for a wedding one year.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Yeah, it was.
That's extravagant.
That is really extravagant. I would love to have my wedding
Yeah.
in Hawaii. That would be amazing.
It was very, very. It was pretty. It was hot. Although we had a little bit of a scare. There was as we were leaving, there was like a hurricane warning, and in fact, here's the weird part. The news at the time was all crazy about like, oh man, be careful. There's a Category 4 off the coast. It might come here. We have to watch out. And so like, I remember even our Airbnb people were like, okay, yeah, we can put you guys over here, and you can just stay here. And then we went and bought a whole bunch of water, and people were buying everything from the stores. But then when we actually talked to the locals of the people who were there, they weren't worried.
I know.
I was
So
like,
much fun.
oh, but you know, what if this happens? Or I was like, oh yeah, it's never happened. And then weirdly, it's like, then when it got to the coast, it died down,
Disappeared.
and it was fine, and we didn't even miss our flight.
Nice.
It was so weird. I was so scared, and then it was for nothing. But other than that, Hawaii was beautiful.
Yeah. I feel like the people there are also, I don't mean to be stereotypical, but like I feel like it's just like a different way of living. You're more laid back, like easier going. When I
Island
was
life.
there, I think everybody there was just so sweet and like chill and laid back. They just doing their own thing, and I love that. But well, I guess I love that because like the contrast is good. You know what I mean? Busy life, Toronto life.
Yeah.
Dance, singing, acting, so involved all the time. My God, the last time I had a weekend off. So when you go there and you're just, you park your butt on the beach and you see all these people who are doing the same thing, even the locals, super sweet. Oh my God, it's amazing. I love it.
It's nice to get that change of pace for sure.
For sure.
And yeah, Toronto is very
Hustle bustle.
go, 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 go. If you had to pick, because we mentioned it when we were introducing you off the top. So yeah, you're a dancer, singer. You act as well, right? Mm-hmm. If you had to pick one, what would you pick? Could you pick?
I get that. I get that question asked so much because honestly, doing all three is a lot. It is a lot. Like it's very demanding, and there's always a lot going on because each art is its own thing.
Yep.
But I feel like that's like the part of me that I love the most is like I have multiple things kind of going on. I feel like the whole like triple threat thing makes me like a well-rounded artist, and that's what's important to me. And I honestly can't narrow it
Would you say
down.
you're a triple threat though? Because you act, sing, dance, but you also write your own music. You also model.
You're like quadruple. Yeah,
I'm
there's more than
there's
three.
a
probably.
lot going on here.
There is a
Triple
lot
threat.
going on. There's so much going on, but I don't know. I feel like that's a big part of the reason why, like the agency I'm with for acting, they like the fact that I'm well-rounded in all three. And to be honest, balancing all three, especially like with school included, is intense. And so I have been asked, even my family, like, oh, Jaylen, like we can narrow it down, we can make this easier.
Like,
Let's
no.
focus on one thing. No, and I've always stuck by that from like the beginning. I've been doing all three since I was, I think maybe like 11 or no. Oh yeah, I was 11. I started acting at 11. So since then I've always been like very like prominent with the fact that I want to be doing all three. Next year, I don't know, things could like, change a little bit, especially because I won't be like competing competitively throughout the throughout the dance season at my mom's studio, because this is the last year for that.
Oh, wow.
But that kind of like leads me into like my plans for next year, which are kind of up in the air, but I feel like I have a pretty good idea about what's going to go on.
It's awesome.
So wait, is the cutoff age for competitions then 18?
Well, I'll be
19?
I'll be competing as 18. So yeah, I think the cutoff is you could come back, but I mean, you get put in a completely different category and it's like rare. Because like it is like, you know, for these kids who are like going through elementary and then high school. Next year, I kind of have it figured out what I want to do, because I do still want to be doing all three. I'm thinking I want to be in Toronto. It's like, you know what I mean? Toronto's like at the basis of it all.
Yep.
Dancing, singing, acting. It's all right there. My auditions and everything. I'm actually applying within the next week to all these universities, but I'm thinking York or maybe Toronto Metropolitan University, which was formerly known as Ryerson.
Yep.
And I'm thinking about going for dance.
Oh.
You can go to university for dance, and like the program I went to the one show for the Toronto Met. The dance program was amazing.
Nice.
It was beautiful, and I was watching these dancers. Okay, I was like, yep, I want to be doing that. So if I'm doing dance, or if I get a degree in dance, that would be a Bachelor of Arts degree. And then I feel like, honestly, it's not super like academic in a sense that I'd
Yeah.
be sitting there and writing or doing all these questions and problems. I feel like I could totally balance the acting auditions, and because I'd be in Toronto, it makes sense.
Easier. Yeah.
Exactly. And then the singing, same thing. Like all my producers and where I make music, it's right based out of Toronto. So that's kind of the plan for next year.
She's
roughly.
going to be a Toronto girl.
I will be
Yeah.
a city girl. It's so weird.
Yeah,
I think I'm gonna love it.
Toronto's definitely a good hub to be in for that. I'm the same way. If people ask, like,
Okay,
'cause-
well, I'll ask you, Scott.
well, yeah, okay, yeah, because I'm the same situation where, and the way I look at it, because like, you know, I like filmmaking, I like acting, I like performing. I don't dance though, but I don't know. So that, but point is, somebody asked me to pick one. The way I look at it is that success in either one of them will allow me to do the others. You know what I mean? Like, I think
Do more than just that.
that's true. But like let's say, for example, you know, if things start becoming more successful music wise, I would be using that to finance a film.
For
right?
sure.
Or if I pick up a part in some show, I figure that'll drive people towards music. That's how I look at it. But okay, let's do a thought experiment then. We must pick one. So they say to you, Jaylen, you will be equally successful in either one, but you can only do one, and you can't do the others ever again. Which one do you? Which one would you pick?
But I mean, wait.
Yeah.
If she's a dancer, I mean, if she's a singer, can't she dance while she sings?
I mean,
No,
it's harder.
in this experiment,
You can only do
in this
one.
experiment, you must pick one.
lose your
and I don't even
legs.
really. Yeah, you must pick one. Which
Okay.
one did you have to pick?
Okay. Okay. Is it okay if this takes a minute to explain?
Yeah.
I
Gotta
think it's better
justify
if
this
it.
answer?
I think it's better if it does.
Okay. So the whole thing about dance, that's my first passion. That is like my love. I've always relied on that for like a big chunk of my happiness, really, and like it's just a piece of me. But I feel like as you get older, like your body physically just can't do it. I feel like the longevity of being a dancer isn't forever. Whereas something like acting or singing, you could like do that
Yep.
longevity like forever. You could do that until forever.
Yep.
But between acting and singing, that's the reason I wouldn't pick dance, just because I know at some point,
Your body's going to
yeah. And I mean, you could be like, oh well, then I'll be going into dance teaching. But my love is to perform.
Yeah.
So I've been singing for longer than I've been acting. But recently, I've really, really fallen in love with like the art of acting. But right now, between the two, right now, this could change within the near future. I have no idea.
Drum roll, please.
Oh my god, that's intense.
Way to put her on the spot.
Yeah,
This is
actually,
this
you know,
is
that's
a hard.
intense.
It's a hard hitting show, Regine. It's a
Yeah.
hard hitting show. We're very
The people
serious.
want to know. The
Yeah.
people want to know.
Your mom wants to know.
My mom wants to know. I don't know if she's gonna be upset with what I'm about to
Mom's
say.
like, let's
No,
hear it. Let's hear it.
Yeah, no, it's a thought experiment. It's a thought experiment.
Okay,
So
you
make
know
the
what?
choice.
I have my thoughts organized now.
That's a good
Yep.
answer. Mom
if
has a
I'm
good
if I'm
answer.
if I'm picking one, it's gonna be acting. And I said what I said
Mm-hmm.
because in acting
you can still
you can
sing.
dance while you're acting. You could
True.
be acting in a movie. I have to sing.
Mm-hmm.
Like I feel like honestly the whole acting
She
thing.
heard you.
she totally gets me. My mom totally understands where I'm like, she just knows me so well, obviously. Anyways, the acting thing, like, I feel like the exposure that could get me as well would open up like the doors more for like singing, because yes, I make my own music and I love it so much, and you know, you do everything you can to get yourself out there, of course, but like the exposure that I feel like acting would be able to provide for me, and just like the fact that acting is super like open in the sense that you could be doing anything. I could be acting in a musical, I could be acting on Broadway, so then I mean, I've got all three right there.
Well,
So,
there you go.
I kind of cheated the question just a
But
little
she
bit.
answered it.
But
But I
you
answered
answered
She
it.
answered it. Yeah.
All right, do I have to pick one now?
Yeah, you totally have to pick one now. If you had to narrow it down to one.
So for me, I'm
Would it
choosing
be
between.
Okay, here, let me give you all. Filmmaking, singer, actor, streamer.
Oh, well, definitely not streamer. I mean, sorry, streaming. I like streaming, but no, that's I would. No, I would. That's an easy one. I wouldn't pick streaming. Okay, so for me,
There
it's
goes the
narrowed
end
down-
of the show.
Yeah, it narrows down to actor, singer, or filmmaker.
You can only
Okay.
pick one.
Yeah. Okay.
I
So
didn't
here's
even include model in that. I'm sorry.
well, yeah. No, I wouldn't pick that one either. But I like modeling, but I wouldn't pick that one either. The one I would pick. Okay. So here's my thought, and it's sort of similar to where you were sitting with it. So, acting, you can be an actor for your
You
entire.
can't copy what
No,
Jaylen said.
you can be an actor for your whole life.
Yeah.
But my concern, and it's all honestly, that's the biggest concern about acting in general, and just being an actor in general, is that you're always at the whim of somebody casting you in your thing.
Oh, yeah.
And part of the
Or
reason,
you can pick. Actually, no.
no, but so part of the reason I would always want to be a filmmaker. One, being a filmmaker was my first love. That's the thing I always wanted to be since I was like a little
What you went
kid.
to school for?
No, that's what I tried to go to school
Oh,
for,
right,
but didn't
right.
get in. But way before any school, that was the job when I was like 1 year old. I wanted to be a filmmaker.
You're
Maybe not
one?
maybe three. No, one.
What?
I came out of the womb being like, "Give me my camera." mother." No, but so thinking about it in terms of like long term, it's always made more sense to me, and even now, and I think you're seeing now a lot of actors like big names. You're starting to see like a show will be on Netflix, and then the producer or executive producer is like the person who was the star of the show. It's because
Oh, yeah.
they're realizing, oh well, nobody's casting me in this. Well, fine, I'll cast myself. So there's a part of me that says I should just choose filmmaking because I can always just make my own stuff. Whereas if I choose acting, then I'm always going to have to hope somebody else casts me.
So you can be a filmmaker and you can just cast Jaylen.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Dream team.
Yeah.
There you go.
But the other thing is, it would be hard for me as well to give up the performing part because I do love
Yeah.
performing.
Yeah, that's why I like whenever it comes to the arts, it's like I've always been asked, you know, like what about like behind the scenes, which is an interesting question because there are honestly programs you can go into in university where it's like, oh, you learn how to like film make or you know, like all this tech stuff and like the behind the scenes, but like truly my passion is to be like, I'm gonna say it, front stage, front and center.
Yeah.
I want to be seen. I want to like,
Yeah.
I want to like just completely. I want to be an entertainer. Like I like.
She
being
wants her
emotional.
Oscar, her Grammy.
I really do.
And her,
One day, man.
Yeah.
What is the other one? Oscar, Grammy,
Oscar, Grammy. There's Tony,
Tony, and
Juno Award.
yeah, because you're Canadian. Why not?
Why not?
Go for all four.
Yeah. So I'm the same.
Yeah.
I like being the center of attention.
Oh, we know.
Yeah.
The haters last week. No.
Seriously, yeah, I know. Last week we interviewed Christina Tonteri Young, and like I watched afterwards. It's like anytime like I would say anything that was more than like a few seconds, people were like,
They
"Go back
hated
to her,
her.
go back to her. We don't want to watch you." I'm like, "Okay, I get it. You're fans of her. I get it. It's fine." But anyway, point is, I didn't choose yet. What? So,
You did.
What'd I pick?
You said
Film-
director.
Yeah, filmmaking.
oh, okay, yeah, fine. It would be really hard for me to be like,
Yeah.
maybe I'll just be in this one though. Like, I'll be in this shot. But yeah, I said my rules are not. I'm not allowed, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so filmmaker.
Yeah. It's a hard decision when you're like fascinated in like different aspects of the arts. It's like, oh, every part of it is just so involved and so like different. like what you have to give to each thing, I feel like is such a different like story or journey that you'd have to go through. So like even now, because like that was a hard decision for me to make, because I don't really, it's been a while since like I have been on tour performing in front of like a lot of people. So I feel like if I was like immersed in each three, then I'd like kind of know better. But you know, like when you're young and you're still trying to figure it out, everything's kind of up in the air. So
You're not young, so everything is
I am
not.
a fresh-faced.
Oh, happy
Daisy.
birthday!
Thank you,
Happy
thank you.
belated.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. Well, the good thing is that our thought experiment, we had to choose one, but in reality,
You don't have to.
you don't have to choose. Yeah.
that's exactly it. Like I like the idea of like whatever door opens up first.
There you
For
go.
me, it's kind of like gonna help me like lead the way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whatever kind of happens, however it happens, you just kind of go with the flow. Work hard at everything you do, and just see
Yeah.
what comes about your way.
Yeah, I think my strategy as well. You just keep producing stuff, keep putting it out there, keep creating. Because I look at it like I said before, any success you have in one area will filter into the others, right? Somebody saw you perform at a dance thing and they thought, wow, that was really, really good. And then they look you up, oh, she sings too, cool. Oh, awesome, she was in the show. I'm going to go watch that. You know what I mean? So it kind of keeps on going. Have you had to do any, for acting, have you had to do any in-person auditions yet, or have they all still been...
No, not or okay. Well, now acting, like when I first started off, I'm like telling you guys, like now I'm going to the studio to record the audition. Before you
Yeah.
were going in front of like
Yeah.
casting and everything like this, but now it is different after COVID. You film your self-tape and you send it into casting. The thing that is a little bit different that I did recently, I made it third callback, and when you get that far
Yeah.
into like callbacks, it's usually like a Zoom
Yeah, so
meet.
you're
It's
actually...
like, so you actually are like like face to face, like obviously not in person, but you're not just like acting to a camera. There's a person behind that camera speaking to you, watching you. So
Yep.
but like as far as it goes, like actually face to face in person, no, I haven't really like seen any of that
Yeah.
Not
lately.
yet.
Me
Not
neither.
yet.
Not for years.
I don't think they'll change it, to be
No,
honest.
me neither. I think they're saving too much money because they don't have to. One, they can see more people, and actually, I don't know. How do you like it more, or did you prefer the in-person days?
Well, I'm very much a perfectionist. So for me personally, I like the fact that I can go into the studio with like an acting coach or whatever. I can perfect it to the way I want to do it. Whereas like before, you go in, you got one shot.
Yeah.
I mean, and when I do go in, it's not taking me a million years to film this. I give it a couple tries. I pick whatever the one's the best. But
Yep.
I feel like that's just almost a better way of doing it for somebody who's like nitpicking everything.
Yeah, I agree. I actually think the self-tape things, I think it actually made me better. Because what I noticed was, when you go into in person, right? You go in, you do it once, and then you leave. But what I found is like, so because of that, I never got to see what my audition looked like. And now shooting self-tapes, I was able to like, you almost see what you look like. Oh, this is what I look like on camera.
Like, oh.
Yeah, but so then I actually found, I was like, oh wait, you almost can critique your own performance and adjust yourself. So I think it made me better, and I'm like you too. Yeah, it's perfection. It's like, oh, okay, good. Now they'll see the exact take that I want them to see.
Exactly.
So.
Put your best out there.
Yeah.
Well,
exactly.
speaking of your best out there, there's a lot of comments.
Oh, Emerald B, triple threat. She says, heart,
Hi,
heart, heart.
Emerald.
Hi. Oh my gosh, she's so sweet.
Yeah, we haven't seen Emerald in a minute.
We should get her back on here. Right?
Yeah,
we
been a
should.
hot minute.
Emerald, we're gonna get you back on here in 2023.
And then
Uh-huh.
Lance Wilson says, amazing dancer.
Thank you. I just love it all. Have to do it all. I'm excited. Like, I've been working hard on a lot of things right now. Like, even like the new music and the dance competitions. Like, my dance competitions are coming up within like early March or whatever. So we're working on choreo. And then the acting, like auditions come in all the time. And I've just been like so close. It's just like at the
Yep.
brink of it. You know what I mean? I'm just going to keep working, like perfecting my skill, going to classes. I mean, that's all you can do. You just literally do your best.
Yep.
And like, I guess like the other part of it is just that little bit of luck. Or
Yeah.
I guess. I mean, I don't know what else it would be.
Yeah.
Because I feel like you totally do need like that little bit of luck. Like,
Yep.
you could be the best person in the room, but okay, the luck is they need a brunette, not a blonde. Or,
Like, okay.
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. Like, I feel like there is a little bit of that, like, incorporated with it, but I got it in my head that if I just keep working on everything.
Yeah, and my agent tells me as well, like if they're calling you in regularly, even if you're not getting that final, the fact that you're getting the auditions means that they see something, right? Because the casting people, like they have to choose who they see. So if they keep calling you in, it means that like, okay, yeah, this person has something, and they're just trying to find you that fit. So yeah, you just gotta keep going. You'll get something.
2023 is your year.
I mean, I hope so. Fingers crossed. I'm feeling it. I really am. I feel like, just going through high school and growing as like an individual, trying to figure out who I am, like outside of being, a little kid going to school, whatever. Like now I'm trying to figure it out, and I really feel like I have been doing like a good job at like knowing what I need to do to like bring myself to where I want to end up. So I have really high hopes for 2023.
Nice.
Me
Ready to take
too.
on the world.
I am so ready to take on the world.
You know who's also taken over our world?
Our advertisers?
Yeah.
I know, I was thinking that too, yeah. Okay, yes, we should do quickly the ad break, everybody. Because, hey, they make this show possible. So, ladies and gentlemen, today's episode of The Sit Down with Scott Dion Brown was brought to you by some very important people. They are, of course, our advertisers. They make this show possible. The Toronto real estate market is growing and changing every day. In these challenging times, you need someone in your corner. Jeanette McKenzie, Realtor at Forest Hill Signature, is committed to looking out for you. She'll go the extra mile to ensure you have all the information you need to make a decision you can feel confident about. Purchasing a home is one of the biggest financial investments you'll make in life. Don't leave it to chance. Call Jeanette McKenzie at Forest Hill Signature. She's my realtor, that's right. The place I'm living in and the one previously, she found it for me. She's fantastic. She's my realtor and she could be yours. Call today at 416-523-0408 or email at JMckenziehomes at gmail.com. Jewelry forever. Conveniently located at CF Markville Shopping Center on 5000 Highway 7 East Markham. They do custom-made jewelry, repairs, and change watch batteries, all done on site. Jerry at Jewelry Forever is an absolute artist. If you have a vision for a custom piece of jewelry you'd like made, he is the man to make it. Get in touch. And we have a great deal worked out with them, don't we, Regine?
We do. If you go in the store and let them know that Scott and Regine sent you, you'll get 15% off your entire purchase.
What a deal! That's right, 15% off, 15%. Mention the show, tell them Scott and Regine sent you. Get yourself a lovely piece of jewelry. Find out more at jewelryforever.ca. And people, next week,
In the spirit of Christmas.
in the spirit of the holiday Christmas giving time, Jewelry Forever is doing a wonderful giveaway for the show, people. We are going to be raffling off 2 prizes. One, you can see a rendering on the left there. There's a watch there. Beautiful watch that we'll be raffling off, as well as a silver nameplate, custom nameplate that will be customized to the name of your choice if you win it. We will be doing the giveaway over Instagram and TikTok. So make sure you guys are following us on both of those, on the Sit Down with SDB on both, right? On TikTok and Instagram. And
Stay tuned.
stay tuned. We're going to do a post about it later this week, but you are going to have to follow us, Sit Down on both, and you're going to have to follow Jewelry Forever on both. That'll be part of joining the giveaway, and then you'll have to, leave a comment on everything and all that. Giveaway alert, people. Get ready. Raffle in 1 week from today. Incredible. Beautified by Romina.
Internationally trained hair and makeup artist. She is the official hair and makeup artist of the Sit Down. She does everything from pageants to weddings, engagement shoots, sweet 16s, corporate shots, our future headshots.
Our future headshots official makeup artist of the Sit Down. Did you go on vacation and get a sunburned nose? Did you put sunscreen on but then it washed off in the ocean? And then only your nose burned for some reason? That's weird, right?
Happened to you.
Happens to somebody, happened to someone. And And then did you come back and you had to give a performance on stage? And they were like, Scott, shouldn't we do something about your face? I was like, I look fine. But I looked in the mirror and I was like, I look like a clown. I mean, somebody looks like a clown, not necessarily me. Will she made someone make you look like a human again
Yes.
by making your face no longer bright red.
Yes, so Beautified by Romina. Check her out on Instagram and Facebook. Beautified by Romina. I know she is booking quickly for the 2023 season, so check her out.
She's high in demand, people. So get in there early. If you would like to advertise on the show, it's very easy, right, Regine?
It's simple. All you guys have to do is email us at radioshowad. That's radioshowad@gmail.com.
That's right. We do the show live every week, people. And we also do the ads live. What does that mean? It means you can personalize them week to week. Do you have an event, a sale, something happening at a particular time, a particular place? You let us know. We let your potential client base know in real time. It's a great new way to build a brand new relationship with a brand new audience. Get in touch. radioshowad@gmail.com. And we're back. Hello, people. Welcome to episode 204 of the Sit Down with Scott Dion Brown.
205.
205, everybody. Hello, welcome.
is.
Look at that. Look at that. And we're here with singer, songwriter, dancer, and
Triple
many other
threat.
things.
Quadruple threat.
Jaylen Bradley. Hello.
Hello, so good to be here.
It's been a very long time since we've seen you in person. I mean, we saw you virtually.
Yes.
Remember her cat made an appearance. The first cat
Oh,
on the
boy.
sit down.
Oh.
Remember?
Yeah.
Wow, that was a special moment.
It was the
He
very
walked right in
first
front of the
cat.
camera. I do remember that.
Got a good shot of a cat's booty.
Cat likes
Yes.
the cat likes to perform as well, you know.
Oh yeah, it's just a family
Center
thing
stage.
or whatever.
Yeah.
Hello, Yozaku. Welcome to the show. Hello. Thank you all for being here.
So,
yeah.
like we mentioned during that ad break, Christmas is just around the corner, and I know you mentioned you love Christmas
Oh
as much as
I
we do.
love it. I love
Let's talk Christmas, shall we?
Okay. Do you have any Christmas plans? What are your Christmas plans?
Okay, so it's got a little bit confusing for me. I'm actually getting a surgery just before Christmas break.
Oh no!
Yeah, because the surgery is on the 13th, which is our Christmas. Well, my Christmas break starts on the 23rd, I think, or whatever the Friday is, 23rd or the 24th. Anyways, it's right before that Christmas break, a week before the Christmas break, and the recovery time is 2 weeks. So it's not the most ideal time for a surgery, but I also kind of understand that it's that time off where it's not super crazy in my life. So you got to do what you got to do. You got to pick your own battles. I'm getting my tonsils removed, which apparently has to happen now, but I really think that it's just a precaution. It'll be fine. Everything's going to be completely fine. It's a surgery that multiple people
Yeah.
get done. I have apparently chronic tonsillitis, which isn't contagious, but it is annoying. So I'm going to get my tonsils removed, and then hopefully I should be good for the second half of the Christmas break. But I do have plans, the whole family Christmas dinner, which I always eat way too much, put myself in a food
But
coma.
you can't this year.
I'm hoping, I'm hoping I'll be all right in a week and a bit, and then that'll give me my Christmas still.
Yeah, hopefully. I was
remember-
gonna say you can freeze your Christmas food into popsicles.
Ew, that is so gross. No, I
Gotta
won't be
do
doing
what you
that.
gotta do.
I mean, I guess, but no. I do have some. My sister and I, we both love Christmas, and we love to go ice skating, tobogganing, gingerbread houses, everything. We just love it. We actually decorated the tree together a couple days ago, which is kind of a family
Wait,
tradition.
just a couple days ago?
Well, I guess it was a couple weeks, maybe a couple weeks ago.
Okay, I was gonna
a couple
say,
weeks
you
ago.
love
Don't worry, we're not
Christmas,
that
but
late.
You just put your tree.
No. It was a
Actually-
couple weeks ago.
You don't even have a tree.
I haven't put my tree up yet.
Put
It's
it
down in the
up.
locker. Yeah. I gotta
Oh
get
my
that.
goodness.
Yozaku says, Scott, is this your room or studio? We're in the studio. We're in the studio. Yeah, this is not my usual streaming spot there, Yozaku. It's
The sit down studio.
It's the sit down studio. Yeah. I record bands here as well. What was I going to say? I was going to ask you about you're getting the tonsils removed. My friend had that when we were young. What's involved in the recovery? Have they said you're not allowed to?
Yeah,
What do you have to
there's definitely a whole spiel, especially because going into the surgery, I have an amazing vocal coach who is actually a teacher at Sheridan, and I work with her. She has she conveniently lives in Brantford, so that, I mean, that works out amazing for me. She's great, and she and her, like, we've both talked about it. There's always like risks involved with kind of any
procedure has
procedure has its like risks involved, but I think like the main, if I was like focused on one thing that could like potentially be a little scary, for the surgery. Oh my god, this is too much info if I like explain it a little bit.
Wait.
Do it?
If you are all eating, please pause for now and then come back in a couple minutes.
Put it aside.
Yeah.
Just keep it together. Keep on eating and enjoy. Get into the details. Do it.
So during the surgery, there's like, obviously I'm like put out, so I'll be asleep for it, but
Oh my god, imagine being awake for that.
oh my god,
Sorry.
no, that'd be awful. But they like there's like a tube that they need to like put down your throat to like help
Okay.
you breathe. That's
I see.
You know what I mean? Like, going in, like, I've kind of like talked to the doctors, like, singing is like a career choice of mine. This is like my livelihood. I am a singer.
Do not damage anything.
Like, I'm literally asking for like the smallest tube possible because I don't want anything like scratching or like damaging the cords. Like I said, super rare even without asking for like the smaller tube or whatever, but even just like that little difference could like, save me in the long run. But to be honest, like, I like literally vocal lessons yesterday, she's like, you need that out. Like, the tonsils like flaring up and everything. When they do that, I can't sing. Like, there's no space. So and at the end of the day, after the surgery and I'm healed from that, there'll be more room, and then this won't be a problem anymore, and I should be able to just carry on perfectly fine. All back to normal.
When you say this, in my head, I'm thinking of like Pitch Perfect.
Oh my gosh. I know what you're talking about.
I have notes.
Don't have that, thank God. But for the recovery period, it's not 2 weeks, for 7 to 10 days, and the doctors are saying, because I'm a singer, preferably 10, not one word, not one whisper, not one laugh, like literally
Your house
nothing.
Is gonna be so quiet.
And clearly I'm a talker, so I don't know. My mom's excited because I talk way too much, but I've literally told all my friends, guys, I'll be completely silent. I'll be mute for like 2 weeks. It'll be hard because like I love to like be expressive and talk. Maybe it's because I'm Italian.
Just be texting.
Everyone.
Yeah, I'll be
texting
texting
all the
everyone,
time.
but yeah, not a peep from me for like 10 days. Not one word or whisper.
Are you allowed to eat regular food? Or?
Not right away. I'll be like, it sucks, but I'll be like on a liquid diet, I guess you could say, or like
popsicle.
Yeah, that kind of thing for about. They say about 7 days for that, and then you're getting to like 8, 9, 10. That's when you start reintroducing. I'm not looking forward to it, to be honest, and I hate taking time off dance and school and everything. But I've kind of actually put this surgery off for a while because I've always had like problems with.
So that's your fault.
That is totally my fault. But like back last year when I was supposed to get it, so much was going on, and even now there's so much going on. But like I just kind of realized like I'm not really going to be able to escape that. There's always going to be stuff going on.
Yeah.
So I kind of just got to like put myself first and do it.
And I guess Christmas break does make sense. I mean, it sucks it's the holidays, but again, I think especially you're the type of person who actually enjoys, like, you like being busy, you like the work you're doing, so like you'd rather do it now and then you can get back to what you want to be doing.
Yeah, exactly. So. I'm totally that person though. I like to be busy. I have a hard time sitting still, and not even in a sense like, I just can't sit here like this. I actually have to be like out and about doing things, working. Like even like in the future, like I see myself, I mean, I want to be like a working actor, but I wouldn't give up the dance. I'd like to be able to maybe teach a little dance on the side, do my own classes, like whatever. So yeah, I'm definitely like totally such like a hustle type of person. That's just my personality.
The city is perfect for you.
Makes sense.
Yeah, Toronto is.
Yep. That wasn't too graphic. It was just the tube thing.
Yeah,
True.
it just grosses me out because I'm like, I don't know. That's the one part where I'm just like, ugh, I hate that part of like the whole thing. But maybe I'm just nervous because I've never gotten a surgery or anything like that.
That's understandable.
Yeah, I understand that. I've never had a surgery either, so I would be nervous.
Yeah,
I'd be
little
nervous.
butterflies. Honestly, it's so funny because like my vocal coach, I don't know if you guys have ever heard about this is a weird topic, by the way, this is just coming to my mind. Have you guys ever heard of like vagus nerve exercises?
No.
Vagus nerve, no.
Okay, so vagus nerve exercises is like, it's like being like super like in tune with your body and like breath control and like calming. Like it's kind of a form of meditation, but like I do these vagus nerve exercises with my vocal coach.
When you say is it like What's that? Is that like this? Like
Can
I'm
you
thinking
show
when you
us?
say but when you say Vegas, I'm thinking like Las
Las
Vegas.
Vegas?
Is that something to do with that or
It's,
something
it
else?
has nothing to do. Honestly, I'm not super educated on it because I haven't actually taken the time to like figure out what it is. But like, there's just like all these little things that like I've done. You know, you'd be really surprised what you work on with a vocal coach, because like her and I talk about all the time how like your body is your instrument. It's not just your vocal cords. It's your energy. It's your stance. It's your posture. It's how you're feeling. Like if you're holding like so much emotion within you, you're not gonna be able to like just like
Let it out.
yeah. If it's so compressed, like there's so many little aspects to like the art of singing and vocals. That's why like I love my vocal coach, because I feel like her and I get along really well in a sense that she's always got like these new ideas and I'm always learning something. Like when you think there's not like one more thing I could possibly know about singing when I've done it for so many years, there's always something new happening. So she's a really great teacher, and she thinks the surgery is going to go just fine, and in the long run it'll totally be better for me. So
I'm going to be really interested to hear, like, so you have new music coming out, a whole new vibe, and then a whole new voice to go with it. So that'll be really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was saying, sorry, we kind of cut you off with the. So what are the Vegas nerve
yeah.
exercises? So like, what's
Right,
involved?
I wish we could like Google this right now and
Google
figure
it.
out.
We can.
Yeah, totally Google it. Google Vegas nerve exercises. Give everybody a little lesson right now. They're important.
So how do you spell Vegas? Is it spelled like Las Vegas?
Oh boy, you're asking me about spelling? That is not my
Let's
strong
see.
suit. Let's figure it out together.
At V. Okay, well, it's probably not. Okay, let me type it wrong.
Oh, okay, like
Oh, Vegas.
simulation.
VAG. VAGUES.
Yes.
VAGU. Or US. Sorry. Vegas
It's
nerve
right there.
stimulation exercises.
Exercise.
Exercises. Yeah, totally.
Okay, hang on. Let me see if the audience can see what we can see. Right now they don't, and I'm going to make it so they can.
And then I'm just sitting here like, oh my gosh.
It's like, yeah, it's that one. It's that one.
Actually, wait. What will they see? Are they going to see?
There's this one vagus nerve exercise, and she'll get me to like
okay,
lay
yeah.
on the ground and like just breathe super deeply, and like my head will stay straight, but my eyes will go to the side, take a certain amount of breaths in the center on the side. I don't know exactly, like it has to do with like your whole body like in unison or something.
So
That's
the vagus
wild.
nerve is connected to your vocal cords and the muscles at the back of your throat. Singing, humming, chanting, and gargling can activate these muscles and stimulate your vagus nerve. And this has been shown to increase heart rate variability and vagal tone.
Isn't that interesting? Like
I should look into some of this stuff.
you should. Every singer should look in here. Okay, here's the problem. I'm
What
not
if you're
super
not a
educated on it.
singer?
I'm not super, even if you're not a singer, I'm not super educated. Like, I'm figuring this out now. This is kind of like what I was talking about yesterday. I actually had this vocal lesson, and this is what was introduced. I'm just trying to, like, explain that, like, literally everything, like, I learn,
Plunge your
it's
face.
just, like, all, like, contributes to, like, this whole experience of growing as an artist.
It's cool.
So
here's
plunge
one.
your face
Yeah.
into ice water.
Yeah, so how do you reset your vagus nerve? Some of the most popular ones, tell me, have you done any of these? One features simple hacks to tone or reset the vagus nerve, in which people plunge their faces into ice water baths or lie on their backs with ice packs on their chests.
What the heck?
There are also neck and ear massages,
Yep.
eye exercises, and deep breathing techniques.
Yeah, the ear, like, it sounds weird, but, like, literally yesterday, she had me, like massaging, like, the top of my, like, neck behind my ears as, like, I don't... vagus nerve exercise, I guess, but
Yeah.
just like sitting there, I was just sitting there, and it's so weird. Like being a singer, I'm kind of happy. Like it's just her and I in the room. I don't know how I do in like a group setting, warming up or like centering myself because my God, the things you're doing is just wild. But I'm literally sitting there going like this or laying on the ground and like the ice on the chest. Like it's wild. There's so many different things to learn.
So you did the ice on the chest too?
Yeah, I did.
Did it
So
help?
did you find it helps? Like, so
Honestly, like I don't know. I don't want to say, you know, when you think something works and it's like all psychological, but I feel like, honestly, even if that is a part of it, you're still centering yourself. You're still like putting yourself in a place, okay, like I'm ready to do this. And I feel like because my life is so busy, the reason we were like, she was saying this is like going to be a valuable asset to your like vocal journey is because you're so busy. Like you need that time to like reset.
yeah.
The vagus nerve has to do with the vocal cords and it has to do with like your body as an instrument itself. You reset, you're ready to go, and like that's when you start, instead of, oh my god, I came from dance, conditioning, teaching, oh my god, it's all this school stuff. I get there, we did this, and I was like, okay, I'm ready to go. You know what I mean? It was cool.
I think I got to look into some of this stuff.
Yeah, so we just learned something new today, guys,
There you go.
on the show.
Well, because I even find I've actually been considering looking into doing some work with a vocal coach. Not like specifically because I find if I'm singing a song, or if I'm planning to sing songs that are like a bit more like a bit more challenging for me, or like at the upper areas of my range, or right, like most songs, if I sing it, if it's a pop song or whatever, I'll just go, you know. But like, let's say I want to record, or I know I'm going to go into the studio and like really lay something down. Like, I want to make sure my voice is like perfectly warm to a perfect spot, you know? And I'm never totally sure the best way to get there. Like, I know if I sing it for like a few times, and then I find if I step away for like 20, 30 minutes, come back, that's usually I find my voice is in my sweet spot. But I've always thought about if I should talk to somebody who like knows the science behind it, and like, maybe I'd look into
Go
this.
take Jaylen's.
Maybe I will. And maybe I'll learn about this Vegas nerve
There you
business.
go.
Well, I totally like, and that's not even the only thing. Like, there's just so much to it. I feel like a vocal coach just has a really good way of like stretching and working on like range and tone, and even like the way your body is supposed to be. Like, I feel like people, like with a mic, when you're in the recording studio, honestly, I wouldn't know this if I didn't go to vocal lessons. Before going to vocal lessons, like you want to like push forward, you want to get the sound out, you need to like, I mean, I can't do it when I'm saying like that, you gotta like have your body stacked on top of itself. The sound has to come from the space up and over. If you're pushing like this, it's so restricted that like, that's why I believe like you could totally, I feel like natural talent is a huge part of it, but for me personally, working with the vocal coach is just like definitely what I need to do to like kind of like feel like I'm perfecting the art of it.
Yeah.
Maybe next time we should invite you and your vocal coach to come
That
in.
would be cool.
You could do some Vegas nerve.
That would actually
Why
Stuff.
not? Like just a whole hour.
I'll have a bunch of ice packs standing by, and you can all do it. We'll have like 4 of them. We'll all do it.
we can just lay outside
We'll all
in the snow
reset
right
the
now.
Vegas nerve.
That's too good.
Yeah, but no, that's cool. I like that a lot. And it also like learning about that kind of stuff, because I'm all into like so many things. Like, I'll see on the internet, did you know it's good if you do this, or like,
Yeah, that's totally up your alley.
I love that stuff. So, especially over the pandemic, weird stuff popped up.
You're just weird.
Yeah. How long have we been going? Oh yeah, we should do this. You haven't done this before, have you?
No.
What is that?
She hasn't done it because she doesn't know what it is. Okay, good. Actually, wait, before we do.
You've seen this on Toy Story.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, are those
Story.
those are the like the little like toy monkeys that
The
like
monkeys.
connect and like, oh,
Correct.
what are we doing with that?
That's all you.
I'm going to eat a birdie bot, though.
That's all
So
you.
I had these on a couple episodes ago. What I'm doing is I'll just eat. I might eat 2. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick it at random.
Whichever 2 fall in your hand.
Okay, so it looks like... Okay, well, there's 4 in my hand now. So we'll just make this one. And I feel like it's a bad one.
I feel like that color is really like scary.
Yes.
Look at
do you
it.
want one?
I'm good. Do you want
No,
one?
Never.
Okay, so let's see what I got. What did I get? Oh, I think this is...
The ladies are like, no.
No, thank you.
I think I got sausage.
all
I think it's
you.
sausage flavor.
Oh, I love that you're a vegetarian now too.
Oh, yeah, that's strange.
I mean, I would be very surprised if there's real sausage in this.
No, I know,
Definitely
but I mean,
not
it's
real
like you've never
sausage.
tried sausage.
What could it be
before,
though if it
so,
was
like,
good? Like, it's either sausage or like what, chocolate?
No,
Oh, yeah,
just
sure.
sausage.
Oh, you mean the color?
Yeah.
It's pretty lit.
Oh, you hate it. You hate it. It's
No,
bad.
you know what? It doesn't actually taste bad. It tastes like sausage.
I love how you just
Ew.
like stopped mid-sentence.
But like, I really taste like the salty.
This is giving me like a Willy Wonka moment
It
right
totally,
now.
it's totally giving a little Willy Wonka.
I didn't hate that actually.
Your face is gonna turn purple soon. Exactly.
Okay, there you go. We got sausage. I didn't hate that actually. I know it's supposed to be one of the bad flavors, but it's
Oh
bad
my.
for a jelly bean. But I mean, sausage is fine.
As a vegetarian, though,
As a vegetarian, I'm outraged.
You're just you're recently vegetarian, or what's?
pandemic.
When did I
veg-
switch? I switched
Pandemic.
during the pandemic sometime.
Oh yeah, is there like a
literally
reason?
anything that you could go through during the pandemic and try? He has
Yeah. Well, no, you know what convinced me?
your
I-
girlfriend.
No, not really. She was. So my girlfriend's been a vegetarian for like a decade or more. And I was like, because of that, like most of the meals we eat at home were vegetarian meals just because it's, you know, easier. So I was, the only time I was really eating meat is if I would go out to a restaurant and order whatever. But I finally switched. There was a documentary called, I think it's called The Game Changers or Game Changer.
I've totally heard of that. Yeah.
So the premise of that documentary was they had a bunch of pro athletes in it, like NFL players. There was like a world's strongest man competition guy. There was a sprinter. I think there was a like long distance runner, and he switched to all of these guys switched to vegetarian diets, and they all saw a boost in their performance. And then there was another guy. Yeah, and then there was another guy in it who was like, he had like blood pressure, high blood pressure stuff, and switching brought his blood pressure down and everything. So when I saw those potential benefits, I was like, okay, I'll try it.
But see, like my family made us watch it, and I didn't switch.
That's okay.
Like I didn't switch.
I mean, to each its own. Like, I feel like people would take something a little bit different away from it. My whole thing is like, I mean, I think like whatever works. I feel like different things would work for different people.
Yeah.
For me, it's like I've always been like a really healthy eater. Like my whole thing is like kind of like the whole foods diet. I hate the word diet because it like kind of just like sounds so restricting to me, but it's not even about that. It's like more about just like, you know, like overall like a healthy lifestyle. And I feel like when you're an athlete and you've got a lot going on, you're doing so much. It's just what's best for me.
Cool. Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm not, you know, I don't want anybody.
Do you want sausages now that you've had that jelly bean? Like,
I
has
kind
it
of do.
like?
There have been a couple times where, like, you know, that's the only times I've really missed meat. Because what I have found when I switched, I haven't really noticed a difference. I don't even really feel different. The only time, there's been a couple times where I'll be at a baseball game or something. Be like, oh, a hot dog would be nice right now. You know, or like, oh, I could, you know, but other than that, there's not really been a big change. It's just, yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
I mean, if that was what like was kind of like in the house, like you were already just kind of like eating that because it was convenient.
Yeah.
I mean, the switch would have been like easier in that sense.
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah, that's the thing. I was already like 90% there.
Yeah.
It would. You're right. If it would have been worse if, like, you know, every night we're cooking chicken or whatever. and,
Yeah.
Oh, what am I gonna eat now? So yeah. Okay, now this is the classic game, Barrel of Monkeys. Have you ever played it before?
Wait, you
No.
gotta put in your screen.
Oh, I know.
Okay.
I introduce it. So we have a competition here on the sit down, and it's a very special competition. It's every single person who comes on the show competes in it, and now you will be part of it.
Lovely. I love competitions. So
Excellent. So, ladies and gentlemen, I please welcome you all to the Barrel of Monkeys World Championship.
It's that last monkey.
I love the last little
It's
one.
that last monkey.
So this is the classic game. Came out in the 60s. I think 1965. I think. Might be wrong.
I think you're wrong.
Inside here, there are these monkeys. Okay. So the way it works, we will put the barrel on the table. There'll be a minute on the counter, a timer.
yeah.
I'll say
counter.
3, 2, 1, go. You will grab the barrel. You will pour out the monkeys. You pick up one monkey.
Yeah.
You use this monkey to pick up another monkey. You then try to hook another monkey and another, and you just keep on going.
Ooh, that was a good pull.
Yeah. If you end up with 2 monkeys on one monkey, like that, that still counts as one.
Oh, I
We're
see.
counting chains of monkeys.
I get
okay?
it. Yeah.
Also, the monkey in your hand doesn't count towards your total. So in this case, it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 monkeys here.
Got
Okay.
it.
And after a minute, you just freeze, and we'll count the number of monkeys. And the more monkeys you get, the better.
You know what's not gonna help? These nails.
Oh no, they will.
Actually, you know what? Maybe.
It's okay because you're only holding one monkey. You're only
Oh, yeah,
holding
you're
one
right.
monkey.
Okay.
Should be okay.
I hope I don't suck.
Well, do your best. Well, why don't we here? I'm gonna hand you this.
Okay. Well, where do I pour them out here?
You get maybe right
can
there,
move
I
the
guess.
microphone.
Yeah,
Alright.
wherever. Yeah, you can move the mic out of your way.
yeah, I'm gonna move.
You can move.
But let's take a look at the standings so that people can see where we're sitting. So our current standings rest at Scott Dion Brown with an incredible, unstoppable 9 monkeys. Wow, Regine. Wow.
Cheater.
Second place has a few people in it. 4 people are tied for second place with 8 monkeys. Regine Alaina, Leticia, representing Team Canada Galaxy. Mika, representing JDL Cupid Arch. Alona Fiandaka, with 8 monkeys. Third place, 7 people currently sit in that spot. Dr. Angel Patel, Giovanni Ironman Agostini, Colin Campbell, and Joyce Chan. Fourth place, tied for 2 people, Garson Carroll and Chad Boulogne. 5th place, Valentina Sichko with 5. Margaret Williams, Jessica Lazaro, and Dana Beto all tied in last place with 4 monkeys. So that's where we're
You
sitting
gotta
with
put
that.
the cover on.
Oh yeah, you have to put the
I
lid
see,
on.
I see.
It's all very, we're
And
very
you put it on the
Yeah.
table.
Yeah, we
You
take it
can't
serious.
touch it.
How long do I have?
1 minute. 1 minute. So here, I'm setting up the timer here.
Okay. I'm being serious.
This
like,
is
Gosh, I'm gonna suck. Okay.
just do your best.
Just do more
You know
than
what?
3.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that way you will be the very, very bottom of the barrel. That's right. Okay, so timer.
Do more than 9. Don't give her 10 minutes.
Yeah, 1 minute on the clock. Okay.
I could use 10 minutes. Okay.
Okay, are you ready?
Yes.
All right. We are about to begin, and we are starting in 3, 2.
Cool.
She's trying to get an advantage. Okay. 3, 2, 1, go. All right, she's got the monkey. Remain calm. You got this.
There you go.
All right, good start. Pretty good start. She's lost one. The monkey jumped off.
Don't lose the monkey.
Don't panic.
If I'm at the bottom, that's not gonna be good.
You've got this. There you go.
Get
There you
to
go.
it.
That's it. Just stay. Keep the system moving. That's it. 40 seconds remaining.
Oh, that's good.
All right. Oh, 2 monkeys left off. Okay, going for the recovery.
That one's not on there good. Okay.
30 seconds remaining. You can
got
do
this,
this.
Jaylen.
You can do this.
Oh my gosh, we're
Just
up here.
nice and calm. Just make it happen. There you go. That's it. No, that was the right idea. You've got it. You've got it. There you go.
Just try a
my
different
God.
one. Just
You've got
try a
this.
different
You've
one.
got
have
this.
Guys. Oh, it sucked.
10 seconds
You're
left.
good. You're good. You're good. You're good. You're good.
There you go.
Okay. 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Yep.
If one falls off, I'm gonna be mad.
Then be careful.
Yeah.
There you go.
Time.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5 monkeys. Okay.
I mean, that's pretty awful, guys.
It's
Wow.
better than
You know what?
3.
Yeah. You know what? It wasn't that bad. So it was 5 monkeys, right?
It was.
5 monkeys.
yes.
All right. Let's take a look at our monkey standings. Let's get those updated. Monkey standings. There we go. So that sits you. You know what? You're not
You're not the worst.
You're not at the bottom. You know, where are we? 5.
Hey, it could be worse.
Exactly.
It could have been worse. Okay, so 5 monkeys, right?
Yes.
Right. Jaylen Brown. 5 monkeys. And let me just adjust the shape. So there you go. So that sits you in what place is that? That's 5th place. 1, 2, 3. 5th place. So you know what? Hey, you know
Hey,
what?
top 5. It's
Exactly.
okay. Not
Yeah.
terrible.
She made it.
So you know, how are you feeling about your first time playing Barrel Monkeys?
I feel like I need to work on that.
Well, the whole premise of this championship is to eventually bring everyone back together
Yeah, we were thinking
Oh,
about
that's
doing a
fun.
special episode where it would just
in the
be.
summer or the spring.
That's awesome. That's
So
awesome.
so you know what? You have until then to train.
So, you know, I gotta train. I gotta get my skill up for these little. What? Like, where did this even? I've never seen this game before. Where did you get this?
It's
Amazon.
yeah, I think we got it on Amazon, but
Open on Amazon.
but it's been around a long time. Like I remember, I think I had it when I was like a kid. But like I said, it's been around since like I think the 60s. So,
I
like,
remember
really
it
long
from the
time.
Toy Story movies.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's
Yeah.
why I was like, you've
Yeah.
seen it on Toy Story.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely have.
So it's
I definitely want to get one.
to train.
Yeah, that too. But like for family get-togethers, because I feel like I'm from a very loud Filipino family, and this will just make it
a good-
even
yeah.
louder.
Yeah.
Good game. And it's yeah. I mean, you were seeing because you actually had a really good start, but then a couple of those monkeys kept jumping off on
Oh
you.
my gosh, I know. And I was like, come on, let's go. I thought I was doing really good when I saw 40 seconds and they were on there, and then when they started falling off, hope was
That's
lost.
what- yeah.
But it was
Yeah.
going good in the beginning.
That'd be good as a stocking stuffer.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah. There you go,
Mom.
people.
Stocking stuffer.
Great gift ideas. Okay, I think we're.
Emerald sends you lots of monkeys.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
I'm gonna
Thanks,
almost
Emerald.
knock this off.
Oh, and Null Hunters. Oh, hello, Scott. Long story short, I am Darkside. Oh, Dark Hunter, what's up? I had to get a new account. Well, welcome to the show and cool new account. Is it Null Hunter? Am I reading that right?
Yep.
You Well, hi, welcome back, Dark Hunter. I'm sorry you had to get a new account. I don't know what happened with your old one, but that's sad. But welcome to the show. We're here with Jaylen Bradley. We're just about to wrap things up, I think.
We need to close off the tournament, though.
Oh, yeah. Good call, Regine. Ladies and gentlemen.
Not the same.
You're right. I like to see the intro one more time. That concludes our Barrel of Monkeys World Championship. Good one, Regine. I love that intro. Okay. Jaylen, once more, where can people find you on social media and all that stuff?
Perfect. My Instagram is Jaylen Bradley Official. You can find me on YouTube, my name, Jaylen Bradley. On Facebook, Jaylen Bradley with 2 Ys. And I think that covered it all. That's everything.
YouTube,
Instagram.
Cool. And I will add, as soon as we get off the air, I'll add those extra links. So if you're watching this after the fact, you'll find them down below. Make sure you follow, subscribe, all that stuff. Go check out our brand new video for games.
Thank you so much, guys.
You're so welcome.
Regine, where can people find you?
Why are you yelling at me?
Where can they?
You guys can find me on my YouTube channel where I go live for the pageant sit down. Actually, next week is episode 99, and then
Whoa.
we realize we're starting the new year with episode 100. So,
Are you gonna have are you gonna do something special for episode 100?
do you know me? The only
yes.
reason why anything special happens on the sit down with Scott Dion Brown is because of me. So, let's
Even my
be real.
birthday special, I
Let's
completely
be
forgot it was
real.
my birthday, and then she brought cupcakes. That was so nice.
Exactly. So, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can also follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook at It's Regine Alaina. Scott,
Yeah.
where can people find you?
You can find me right here where you're watching this very video. YouTube.com/Scott Dion Brown. There are 204 other episodes of The Sit Down right here that you can watch.
And Jaylen's been on 2 of them.
That's right. You can go watch both of those right after this. What a great Sunday viewing.
Exactly.
See all the past interviews. But yeah, youtube.com/Scott Dion Brown. Oh yeah, that's right. I just uploaded a brand new song cover.
Oh my God, you
Yesterday.
hit 3,000 subscribers this week.
Yeah, that's right. 3,000 subs. All
Sorry.
thanks to you guys. Thanks, Regina. I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
Thank you, all of you, for your subscription. Thank you for your subscription to my YouTube channel. YouTube.com/Scott Dion Brown.
Your
Yeah,
music video.
I just uploaded a brand new song cover of Knowing Me, Knowing You.
That song has been stuck in my head.
It's a great song.
Thank you very much.
It's a great song. What's the thing? I saw a high school production of Mamma Mia.
Mm-hmm.
That song was stuck in my head. I was listening to that song on repeat for days after. I'm like, okay, I got to cover this song. It's stuck in my head. And now it's on there. And Tyra Rosnick is in that video on backing vocals, and she was wonderful to work with. So you can check that out. Again, just uploaded on this channel. You can also follow me on Twitter and Instagram here at Scott Dion Brown, or on TikTok, Scott Dion Brown Official. However, YouTube is the best place. It's where you get the sit down. It's where you get the gaming. It's where you get all this everything. Also, follow the sit down on TikTok at the sit down with SDB. There you go. Yeah. Boop. On Instagram, sit down. Oh, that should. Oh, I forgot.
That is wrong.
It's the sit down with SDB. I updated anyway. Whatever.
So make sure you follow us on social media. Like Scott mentioned, we are doing a giveaway with our friends at Jewelry Forever. So make sure you stay tuned because we will be posting more about it
And make sure you tune in next week when we do the raffle.
for our Christmas special.
Christmas special. Yeah, we'll see you next week. Nina Kiri of
be
The
back.
Handmaid's Tale and other projects. We'll hear what she's up to. She'll be on the show for the Christmas special. And
Yeah. Well, Jaylen, thank you so much for coming back to the studio.
Thank you guys
It's
for having me.
always
again.
great seeing you. I feel like I've known you forever.
Mm-hmm.
Makes me feel old when she says she's 18, but you know what? It happens. Thank you so much for joining us today. We're both really excited to see what comes out of your surgery and the new music that you are putting together. So when your EP comes out, you will be back with your vocal coach here on the sit down.
Yes, of course. Thank you guys so much for having me. It was a pleasure. Was this 205?
Yeah.
205.
Crazy,
That's
amazing.
right.
Okay, thank you guys so much for having me. As always, such a pleasure to be on. Love talking to you guys. And thanks for everybody for watching.
Yay.
Thank you. Everybody, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you all next week.
For our Christmas special.
That's right. Bye, everybody.
Bye.